So Jesper, this was always going to be a tough match heading into it, but you come out with a 7-0 win. Unexpected result, very good result for you guys. Just how are you feeling, and what do you make of that overall?
Yeah, it's nothing like this you could have predicted on beforehand, right? It's we haven't played for a while, and we wanted to come out strong, and I also think that this was a great test and game for us to. There was a little bit of a playoff vibe in this before coming in, and we just wanted to, even though Philadelphia, and I respect them a lot, and it's difficult not getting carried away after this. Of course, when we've seen what we've seen, and won 7-0, but I just think that the players came out really strong, wanted to play with the right way, with the right mindset, keep attacking even though that we got off to a good start, and just wanted to. And they also stuck, I think, throughout the game very well to the game plan. We kept our composure. We had 2 yellow cards early on in the game, and I think we played very well with them, both Thomas and Tristan. And I think, yeah, after a game like this, it's difficult really to say the right words. But yeah, it was great.
How much did the 3-week break help preparing into this game and for a result like this?
Apparently a lot. But normally we don't mind playing a lot of games, right? And also close to each other. But yeah, it was. Yeah, that's also actually a thing where you, as a coach, and also maybe for the players, they didn't really know you. You haven't played for a while, and you want to get going. And a lot of players have been away, and we've trained with just a few players on the practice pitch. But everybody has been good, and we have a lot of energy, and it's not a secret that since Thomas also came in, it's like people also lit up a little extra, and even though we've been good throughout the season, I think that's also sparked an extra energy in everybody. So I think it's about also see if we can really ride that energy and momentum that we got there, and yeah, but you have to do it on the pitch when you play, and we did it today, and I think all the moments were also with us, right? They scored a goal on that was offside, and then we got the 4-0 for the penalty, and the handball for 3, and yeah, but it was nice. Yeah.
Jesper, your team clinched playoffs and celebrated with a 7-0 performance. Going into this stretch and with potentially a matchup like this in the future for the playoffs, what kind of statement does this make to the rest of the league?
Yeah, I will hope for a matchup like this in the playoffs, because it can only be in the final, right? So we would like to play an East team in the playoffs, obviously. But no, this should give us a good confidence boost. This should definitely give us, we know what standard we can set. We know how we can play. As I told, I think we were well prepared on Philadelphia for the game, and it's not an easy team to play against. We've seen that. It's not that you play a game and all of a sudden the world is upside down. They will be good again in a couple of days when they play Nashville. So it's it should be giving us a boost and make us ready for hopefully a good finish. And I said the most important thing for me is how we look coming into the playoffs. I think I'm tremendous. Congratulations to everybody in the organization and the players and everybody that we made the playoffs. I think that's one of the main goals of the season. And now that we're there, it's up to us now to make sure that we get in best possible with the seeding, and that when we're in, that we are ready to go and really make ourselves having a great run in the playoffs.
And then the headlines obviously are going to be focused on Thomas Müller for the hat-trick and the assist, but I wanted to chat about Ahmed's first half, because he was electric down the left side, provided a fantastic assist for Savvy, won that penalty. A lot of people online are saying that might be one of his best performances in a Whitecaps shirt. What did you make of his game?
Ali has been good the entire season. He has been missed. But in the absence of Ali, some other players have stepped forward and really also taken a great part, but it was nice seeing him. We haven't really had the ability. He was he came well back and had an half an hour, I think, against Houston, half an hour against St. Louis, where he did well, and then he was away. And we were very fortunate that he, that he got an hour and an hour in both games around that, because that's really what he needed to elevate himself and his fitness. And yeah, he was unbelievable, and I think that he's a good player, and we are not perfect. Ali's not perfect, but what he contributes to the team is massive.
Hi, Jesper. With the injuries that you've been suffering towards your back line over the past few months, Bilal Halbouni has now stepped into the lineup. I think over the past few matches he's had 3 starts. Can you talk a little bit about what that has done in terms of helping him grow more comfortable in his game, and the consistency that you might have saw finally shine through tonight?
Yeah, but it's funny enough with players that the more they play, the more confident they get. The easier it also becomes for them to play together with their teammates and play regularly. You get into a rhythm. And for most part of the season, it has been Tristan Ranko. Then it was also Björn a lot, and not as much Bilal. But he came in from the bench in San Diego when, unfortunately, Ranko suffered an injury, and we knew we could see there that he was ready. And it's not been the easiest because if, as a football player, you want to play all the time. You want to be selected by the coach, and I think he's done great, and now he's progressing game by game and playing well with Tristan and doing very, very well. And I think it's great for him because, as I said, it's been a long season and he hasn't been playing that much, and it's not easy for a football player. So I think it's great for Bilal.
Just congratulations on the great game. And my question is, it seemed that there was real cohesion tonight. Like, it seemed like everybody was working in such great teamwork. And is there anything you've been doing lately to foster this, or it just happened, or?
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? In our game is that, the most difficult part is it's handling your opponents. But apart from that, make people see the same things at the same moment and react on the same things, because football is a flowing game. It's not stop and go. So it's about reacting the same and reacting alike on the signals the game gives you. And I think today it just looked like we really, had the same sense of where the ball should go and where it was like we were a step ahead in many situations. And it's just so funny to see, and makes it great when you watch it. And then sometimes it's very much different. But the intensives are all the way to look like we played today. But unfortunately, we're not that good that we can just push a button and then do it. But when you see it like you see it today, then of course everybody is happy, and then it's also very fun for the players playing in there. I actually only feel for the players who didn't come in, because everybody else seemed to have a very very enjoyable evening, right?
Jesper, how do you coach your players on managing emotions after a win like this? You play again and so quickly. What do you tell them about managing their emotions heading into Tuesday's game?
Yeah, it's gonna be, it's like, this is like a cliche, right? So it's gonna be completely different, but it will be, and I think you should not keep your emotions down, because it's good that you have good emotions and people are feeling well and they have confidence. But on the other hand, have to know who you are and what brought you here, the hard work and also I think we stuck very well also to a plan we put up on beforehand. And I think everybody really worked hard into that and was very disciplined. So that discipline also give the freedom that we took over the game and also could do some extra stuff in the game. And we should not keep the emotions down. We should realize that, we're going to play a completely different game. coming Tuesday, and it's also an important game for us. But the players also want to see if they can win the Canada Cup, right? So I think, yeah, we'll be ready for it, and then we have to, and then we just have to enjoy the moment also, because sometimes it's so hard. You're frustrated that you don't win. We're frustrated after the Houston game, even though we played very well in the second half. We came off with a big win against St. Louis in the end, and now today we have to enjoy that it was a great game, and players also have to enjoy that, this was a little bit special.
Sitting up in the 300 level, it seems like a different environment over the past, not even just the past 3 games, but over the past few months. It's just been growing, and the engagement of the fans is, they seem more engaged than I've ever seen with this club. What does it feel like at field level, the atmosphere of this building?
No, it's great. It's great. We can feel it, and it's the cohesion between the spectators, the fans, and the players on the pitch. We cannot always expect fans and spectators to bring the energy to us, but then we have to bring it to them, and that's the agreement you have. Okay, we put everything out on the pitch. Sometimes we succeed better than others, and then the fans cheer us on because they know that might help us in the other, in the other end. So I think it's been great, and we had a great start of the season, and it really caught on, I think, amongst the fans, and everybody has really, got extra energized throughout the season, and especially also now. It's not a secret that Thomas also brought something on there, and I think it's very enjoyable for the players and for all of us, because I think for me, especially as a coach, I think it's the players deserve it, and it's the players. People, they don't come to watch any of us stand on the sideline. They come to watch what happens on the pitch, and that's the most important thing. And I think the players have been responding to the spectators and the fans, and I hope that this is something that will really last for a long time, and that we can, continue to grow up the hype around the team. And I think the players deserve that.
Jesper, when the team brought Thomas in, did you think he would have the kind of impact he's having on the pitch so quickly and so fast in these first 3 games here?
No, I think it's always, you have some expectations, and when you bring in a top-class player, you have expectations that he can do something extra for you. But how fast he can blend in together with the others, that's actually what it's about, right? So I think that was something, that's also why I wanted to put him in pretty early on. Already in the Houston game, because even though he hadn't only trained for I think two times, and maybe he came from Europe, so a little bit jet lagged, but I think it was important for me to get him in fast, because he should be an important part of the team. I knew as fast as possible. We didn't have that many games, so it was important to get him in fast, and I think that he really also himself has taken the challenge upon him to be a focal part of the team, and not just be a guy that will figure it out, but immediately try to make an impact, not just by scoring goals, but to push his teammates also to set the standard high for himself, also showing the right example for his teammates, and that's the most important thing.
One of those teammates had a brace today, Emanuel Savvy. What did you see from his game that really shone? Because he really flipped out offensively.
Yeah, but he did. You could say that probably about a couple of players, right? And that's great. No, it's great. Emmanuel has had maybe a little bit under the radar season for many, where some others have run away with the spotlight. But he's very dangerous. He always arrives in the box, and he ends up where the opportunities comes in the penalty box, and I think that he's I think that today the 2 goals made it special, and he also that also raises his confidence and his level of play. So I think that was great.
Good. Okay, great.
Anything else? Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.